Hi everyone. Okay students, in the previous class we learned about some important commands on file tab. Am I right? Let's revise those. Okay. So I'll ask a few questions on previous topics, which is related to MS Word. Previous class we discussed file tab. As file tab contains the file related options like new, open, save, save as, print, share, etc. Yes. So let us see that one by one. What is the shortcut key to open a new document? What is the shortcut key to open a new document? Shortcut key to open a new document. So what is the shortcut key for new? Control N. So Control plus N means if you press Control N, then it helps you to create a new document. New document. So what about the new page, students? New page. So how to enter into a new page? Because by default, when we open MS Word document, it automatically opened with one page. If you want to enter into a new page, or if you want to create a new page in the same document, we have one shortcut key, which we have discussed in the previous class. S Control plus N is correct answer. Now my question is, so what about new page? Because new document is different from new page. Shortcut key to enter into a new page. Control plus enter is the correct answer. So open a new page. For new page, within the same document, Control plus enter. Control plus enter. Now what is the shortcut key to save the new document? Save. Shortcut key for saving the document. Control plus enter. So what is the shortcut key for saving the document? And what is the shortcut key to open an existing document? So respond with your answer, students. Because in MS Office, shortcut keys are very important for us. We can easily navigate by using shortcut keys. S, very good. Control plus S. Control plus S. So what about open? The correct answer is Control plus O. So print. Next one, print. So what is the shortcut key to print the document? Shortcut key to print the document. So what about print? Print. Shortcut key to print the document. Control plus P. Okay, now my question is, what is the difference between save and save as, students? Save and save as. See, under file tab, we have two options. First one is save and another one is save as. What is the difference between save and save as? Difference between save and save as. So we already discussed in the previous class. Am I right? Difference between save and save as. Come on, students. What is the difference between save and save as? Is there any difference between them? Save and save as. That's very good. Save as is to rename the document. As save as is used to store the content at new location. Did you check the fundamentals material on your target portal, students? Did you check the material? So once check with your target portal login. because fundamentals material is already uploaded on your target portal. Save as is to rename the document, and it is also used to store an existing document to a new location. So that is the advantage of save as. So what is the shortcut key to minimize the window? So do you know the shortcut key to minimize the window, students? How can we minimize the window? To minimize the window. Shortcut key to minimize the window. So shortcut key to minimize the window. So what is the shortcut key? Win key plus D. Windows key which is located in between Control and Alt. So Windows key plus D to minimize and maximize the window. Okay. And next one is we use Windows key plus M to minimize the window. To maximize the window, use Windows plus Shift plus M. So Windows key plus D to minimize and maximize the window. If we use Windows key plus M, then it is also used to minimize the window. So what is the shortcut key to close any window? Shortcut key to close any window. So what is the shortcut key to close any window, students? So Alt plus F4, S, C. So window key plus D to minimize the window. So did you observe the changes, students? Again, use the same key Windows plus D to maximize the window, or else we use Windows plus M again to minimize the window, and use Windows plus Shift and then press M to maximize the window. Alt F4. So what is the shortcut key for file tab? Alt plus F. S. Alt plus F is for file tab. Alt plus H is for home tab. Okay, Alt F4. Alt F4 is used to close any window on your desktop, and Alt F4 is also used to shut down our system. Okay, students? Again, I'll open the same document. So this is our document. So this is your material. So you can check it in a target portal. Okay, students? As now, I would like to tell you one thing, students. See, here each and every tab has its own shortcut key, like Alt plus F, Alt plus H. So observe the ribbon, students. Did you observe any changes here? Did you notice the changes? S. For each and every tab there is one letter displayed here, like F, H and P, S, M or W. See, without remembering the individual shortcut keys, simply press F10. See, F10 is used to navigate MS Word window. That means we can easily navigate each and every tab without using individual shortcut keys. See, if you do not have a mouse, simply press F10. So if you press F10, the first letter, so that means we use Alt plus F to open the file tab, Alt plus H to open the home, Alt plus N to open the insert, Alt plus P to open page layout, Alt plus S for references, Alt plus M for mailings, Alt plus R for review, Alt plus W is for view. So these are the various shortcut keys for each and every tab. So without using the individual shortcut keys, simply press F10. So if you press F10 for the first time, it automatically displays some letters on each and every tab and each and every command. So for example, if you want to open references, simply press S. Because we already pressed F10, then simply press S to go to references tab. And again, so under references tab, again all the commands are displayed with the characters or letters. If we use next footnote, for example, simply press O on your keyboard. O. So like this, we can easily navigate the entire ribbon and tabs by using one shortcut key, one single shortcut key, that is F10, without remembering the individual shortcut keys. Clear, students? We can easily navigate a file by using F10. Clear, students? So what is the use of F10? F10 is used to navigate a file. Here file is nothing but we can easily work with the document without remembering the individual shortcut keys. Simply press F10. Clear? Again press F10 to deactivate. Okay? So first put the cursor position on your document and then press F10. Clear, students? So is it clear to you all? Response, students? So these are the various shortcut keys. Okay? So next, we are going to discuss Home tab. We are going to discuss Home tab. As Home tab is the default tab in MS Word. So what is meant by default? Default means it is automatically chosen without making a selection. See, when you open MS Word for the first time, for example here, so I would like to close this document. Okay, so again I'll open the same document. One second, students. So when we open the MS Word for the first time, see, automatically Home tab will be opened on the Home tab command will be opened on the ribbon. That means Home is activated now. So that is nothing but default. As default settings means it is automatically chosen without making a selection. If you want to change the particular setting, simply you can select another tab, or simply you can select any one value among number of options. So that is about the Home tab. As in MS Word, Home tab is the default tab, and Home tab contains various groups. So what are the various groups available in Home tab, students? So what are the various groups available in Home tab? First one is clipboard, second one is font, next one is paragraph. Is the screen is clear to you all, students? Is the screen is clear to you all? So did you notice the group names? Next one is styles and editing. So editing, styles, paragraph, font, clipboard. So Home tab contains 5 types of groups, and each group is used to organize the related commands. And all these commands that are available in Home tab are very important for us, because all the formatting options are available in Home tab. What is meant by formatting, students? What is meant by formatting? Formatting means? What is meant by formatting? What is meant by formatting? Formatting means? Edit, reset. See, formatting means, so by using formatting options, we can change the look, appearance and presentation of our text. That means if you want to change the look and appearance of the document, then we use various formatting options available on the ribbon. As home contains various groups like clipboard, font, paragraph, etc. So all are used to apply different types of formatting of our text. So that is the advantage of formatting. See, entering the text in the MS Word is not important. So formatting is very important. The first one. Now let's start with clipboard. Okay, so let's see that one by one. First one is clipboard, next one is font and paragraph. See, I'll explain each and every command in detail. So do practice along with me. First one is clipboard. What is clipboard, students? What is clipboard? So do you know the term clipboard? See, when you click on the dialog box launcher, clipboard dialog box launcher, see, dialog box launcher is not only used to display the dialog box. See, in most of the groups that is used to display the task pane S. So this is the task pane. So which is displayed at the left side of the word. So this is called as task pane. This is clipboard task pane. Task pane is used to manipulate the data inside the document. So that is the advantage of task pane. Now when we click on the clipboard dialog box launcher, again it goes back. So when we click on the dialog box launcher, the clipboard task pane will be displayed on the left side of the document. So this is clipboard task pane. So what is clipboard? Do you know the term clipboard? Clipboard. So clipboard is a temporary storage area. As clipboard is a temporary storage area, so that is used to store the copied contents. See, all the copied, that means if you use cut and copy commands to copy the contents from our documents, then that data will be stored on the clipboard. So that's why the clipboard contains 4 commands. Clipboard contains 4 commands. Cut, copy, paste, format painter. So let's discuss one by one. First one is cut. Now I'll enter some text, okay? Okay, students, Aditya Degree College. So now, I want to copy the content. Now I want to copy the content. That means copy this sentence or line to another location. Simply first select the particular text. And use cut command that is available on home tab. So clipboard group contains cut, copy, paste and format painter. So first select the particular text which we want to paste it in the new location. Simply first click on the cut button or command. First select the text and simply use cut command on the ribbon. So did you notice the changes, students? Here the clipboard task pane contains the removed text. Why? Because cut command is used to remove the selected text from our document and it can be put into the clipboard. Yes, the copied content is stored in the clipboard temporarily. So this is about the clipboard task pane. Now, so place your cursor. Because now I want to paste my copied content in a new location, that is in the same document, or we can copy the content in another document. For example, here I want to insert here. First place your cursor position, fix your cursor position and then use paste command on home tab. So simply click on paste and click on the first option. So this is our content. Okay students, so use cut command on the ribbon. First select the text and use cut command on the ribbon, and then fix your cursor position on a new location and then click on the paste option to paste the content wherever you want. So this is about cut and paste. So this is the first operation. Again we use shortcut keys to cut and paste. So what is the shortcut key for cut command, students? What is the shortcut key? So this is the direct method because we use the cut command and paste commands on the ribbon. What is the shortcut key for cut command? Very good Lavanya. So what is the shortcut key for cut command? Come on students, respond. Shortcut key. See, other two options are used to format the text. So, Control plus X, very good. So Control plus X, I am asking about cut command, students, not copy, only cut, S. Now we use shortcut keys to copy the contents using cut command. Okay students, I'll move to the next page. Here I want to copy this content by using cut command. Here I'll select first two lines of the paragraph, and simply use the shortcut key Control plus X. Control plus X. Okay. Again, the same content is temporarily stored in the clipboard task pane. Yes. Now, first fix your cursor position. Here I want to paste this content on the first page of my document. Yes, here it is. Here I can place my cursor position. Simply use shortcut key for paste. Control plus V. Control plus X is for cut and Control plus V for paste. Control V. Okay, students, this is about cut and paste. And we have another method to cut and paste the contents. Simply first select the text and right click on the selected text, as this is called as shortcut menu. So this is called as shortcut menu or context menu. And see, on the above the shortcut menu there is one toolbar is available, students. Did you observe the toolbar? Did you observe the toolbar, students? Is the toolbar is visible to you all? So on the above the shortcut menu. So this is called as floating toolbar. Floating toolbar. So this toolbar is called as floating toolbar and this is called as context menu or shortcut menu. So shortcut menu contains the options of most frequently used commands like cut, copy, paste, decrease, indent, font, etc. And again the floating toolbar is available. In floating toolbar, some portions of font group and some portions of paragraph commands are combined here. We can easily access the tools available on the floating toolbar without selecting the command on font group. We can easily navigate by using floating toolbar. So this is called as shortcut menu. So when you right click on the selected text, simply use cut command and again place the cursor. See, we can paste it in the same document or in another document. Okay students, and again right click on this location, select, click on paste. So this is the second method. Third method, students, because the first method is using the commands which is available on the ribbon, second method is using the shortcut keys, and the third method is use the right click button of the mouse by selecting cut and paste. Okay, students, clear? So what about copy? So again I am selecting the same text to copy the contents using copy command. Copy command. Again select the text. The first method is use the copy command on clipboard group. Click on copy command and then place your cursor to paste your content. So here it is. So again click on paste. Now, what is the difference between cut and copy, students? See, cut and copy both are used to copy the contents. Am I right? But what is the difference between cut and copy? See, previously we use cut command and now we use copy command. What is the difference between them? So these are the options. Okay. So this is inserted by using the copy command and this text will be pasted here. Yes, now what is the difference between cut and copy? Shortcut key of paste is Ctrl plus V. V, students. Okay. For copy, Ctrl plus C is the shortcut key. Cut, Ctrl plus X. Paste, Ctrl plus V. So cut, copy, paste. Now my question is, what is the difference between cut and copy? So what are the changes you observe? So cut, if we use cut command, it removes the selected text from its original position and it is used to put it to the clipboard and then we can paste the content wherever you want. But when coming to the copy command is used to create a duplicate copy from the original content. So that means, for example, this is the source and this is the destination. If you use copy command and this will be existed in both the locations. So that is the use of copy. But cut removes the selected text from the original position. So what is the another method? Ctrl plus C. Use Ctrl plus C and use Ctrl plus V to paste the content. And right click on the particular text and simply click on copy to copy the contents, or else click on paste to paste the content. So this is about cut, copy and paste. Clear, students? So now when coming to the clipboard, yes, the clipboard task pane. So this is the clipboard task pane. So clipboard task pane contains two buttons. So one is paste all and clear all. Paste all and clear all. See, if you want to paste all the items, why? Because the clipboard, the office clipboard can hold up to 24 items. So item is nothing but this is one item and this is another item, this is another item. So like this clipboard can hold up to 24 items. If you copy 25th item, then the first item on the clipboard will automatically deleted. The first item on the clipboard is deleted. So that is the advantage of clipboard. So it can hold up to 24 items. So if you want to paste all the items at a time, then simply click on paste all button. So if you click on paste all button, then all the items which are available on clipboard are copied at a time. If you want to paste one item at a time, now, so this is the one item, the first item. When you place the mouse pointer on the particular item, See, you'll see one drop down arrow. Okay students, so this is the drop down arrow. Click on that drop down arrow. And it has two options, paste and delete. If you want to delete one item, simply click on delete. That means if you want to remove the particular item on the clipboard, simply click on delete. Or if you want to paste a particular item from the clipboard, simply click on paste. So paste is used to paste the content and delete is used to delete from the clipboard. So if you want to clear all the items at a time, simply click on clear. Okay students, so this is about the clipboard task pane. Why? Because clipboard temporarily stores the copied data. We can easily paste any item at any time by using these buttons or by using the drop down arrow on that particular item. So this is about cut, copy and paste. See, one more command is available on the clipboard, format painter. Do you know about the format painter command, students? Format painter. Format painter. So what is the shortcut key for format painter? Control plus Shift plus C. Yes, what is the use of format painter? Do you know about the format painter? So cut and copy is used to copy the original content. Am I right? But format painter is mainly used to copy the formatting. Formatting is nothing but font, font size, font style, etc. Colors, etc. So that means the format painter lets you copy all of the formatting from one object and apply it to the another. Now I will show you how to use format painter. So for example here, so observe my document, students. Now we will go with the second page. Okay. You can see here I have taken two paragraphs with two different fonts. Why? Because the format painter is used. For example, suppose you have a document with different types of fonts, but you just want a single font throughout the document. So without applying the format options again and again, simply we use format painter. See, for that you can see here I have taken two paragraphs with two different types of fonts. Now I want to convert this paragraph with this font. So first select the text and check with the font. See, for example, okay, we'll apply Algerian, and this paragraph font is Times New Roman. So observe the font, students. I'll zoom the screen. So the first paragraph font is Algerian. Okay. The second paragraph font is, so this is the second paragraph. So what is the second paragraph font? Times New Roman. Okay. What is the default font, students? What is the default font? Now I'll just convert. Now I'll just convert this font with the first paragraph font. Yes. Now I'll show you how to use format painter. First select the part of the text or select the entire text, the font you like. Select the part of the text. First select any part of this paragraph. So no need to select the entire paragraph because the entire paragraph contains the Algerian font. If you want to apply the same formatting to the next paragraph, simply select a particular word or select a part of the paragraph. So first select the part of the paragraph and then click on Format Painter. simply single click on Format Painter. One second, students. See here, Format Painter is not applied. Yes. So did you observe this symbol, students? So when we click on the Format Painter, it appears as a brush like symbol. Is that symbol is visible to you? So did you observe the brush like symbol, students? Come on, respond. Yes, when you click on the Format Painter, simply you'll have brush like symbol. Now simply click and drag over the text when you want to convert the particular font. Here I want to convert the second paragraph with the first paragraph font. Am I right? Yes, simply click and drag it into the second paragraph. Okay, students? So what are the changes you observed here? Come on, respond. Come on, respond. So what is the use of Format Painter? Come on, students. What is the use of Format Painter? See, the shortcut key for Format Painter is Control plus Shift plus C to copy the formatting. So when you want to paste the formatting, Control plus Shift plus V. Why? Because Control plus V is used to paste the contents. Control plus Shift plus V is used to paste the formatting. Control plus C is used to copy the contents, whereas Control plus Shift plus C is used to copy the formatting. So that's why this command is called as Format Painter. If you want to copy the formatting from one object, then we can simply select the Format Painter and we can easily apply it to another object. So that is the advantage of Format Painter. So not only color, the entire formatting, not only color, students. So what are the changes you observed here? Yes, the second paragraph and first paragraph or both exist with the same formatting, like font Algerian and the color is green. Everything, so everything that will be applied to the first paragraph is copied. Here Format Painter is not used to copy the content. Is not used to copy the content. It is only used to copy the formatting from one object and we can easily apply it to another. So what is the process of Format Painter, students? First select the text. See, again Format Painter is visible now. So why? See, Format Painter is not only used to apply the formatting to the entire line, we can also apply it to a particular words. One second, students. For example, if I want to apply the formatting, the same formatting to a particular word, simply click on the particular word. Again, for example, here electronic word is there. Here I want to apply the same formatting to the electronic using Format Painter. So no need to drag over the text, simply click on the cursor position. Okay, students? So did you observe the changes? Or else I will explain again. Did you observe the changes? Yes. For example here, so on this sentence, if you want to apply the same formatting for the computer, simply click on the computer word. As Format Painter is used to apply formatting to the entire text or paragraph or for particular words also. Simply Format Painter lets you copy all of the formatting from one object and we can apply it to another like copy and paste. But the difference between copy and Format Painter is copy is used to copy the original content, But here format painter is used to copy the formatting only. Formatting means font, font style, font size, bold, italic, underline, etc. Everything. As format painter is used to change the format of selected text. So if you want a single font throughout the entire document, then simply select any part of the text, the font you like. That means here I want to apply the same formatting to the entire document which is already applied for the first paragraph. Simply just select the S. So again select the 2 lines of the paragraph, change the font size, okay, and again apply some color. Now I want to apply the same formatting to the entire document without selecting font size, font color again, because here I'll be applied the 3 types of font settings like font style, font size, font color, etc. Now we can easily copy the formatting by using format painter. First select the particular text, the font you like, and click on the or double click on the format painter. Okay students, now I'll zoom the screen. S. So when we click on the format painter, it appears like a brush like symbol, and click and drag over the text. Clear students? So not only for the entire line, we can easily apply to the particular words. See, instructions, manipulation, computer, data, like this. Okay, clear? Lavanya, clear? The default font is Calibri. The default font size is 11 S. And again we have 2 more options, that is undo and redo. Do you know about the undo and redo, students? So what is the use of undo and what is the use of redo? Can you tell me the shortcut keys of undo and redo? See here I use the shortcut key for undo. So what happened here? Come on students. Undo and redo. So what is the use of undo and redo? See, undo and redo is already available in quick access toolbar. So this is the symbol for undo. So if you want to create, so redo, undo. Okay, so redo and undo. So what is the use of undo and redo? When we click on redo, so what happened here? Again, it comes back with the same formatting. If I click on undo, so now what is the use of undo and redo? So thank you everyone.